What y'all doing today? Nothing? Why don't you come and remix this coat with me? Come on. So I have this army fatigue coat. You know what? I'm so sorry, y'all, because I bought this when I went down to Texas. I went down to, my cousin lives in Arlington, Texas, and we went shopping. I honestly couldn't tell you where we were. It wasn't in Arlington. It was about an hour or so away from Arlington, but I got this coat. Super cute. I love the bottom, how it's damaged and deconstructed. But of course, I can't just leave it as it is. I gotta do something with it. So I got a bunch of things off of Amazon. Let me show you. These are, if you can see, these are iron-on glitter rhinestones. So I got about 6 packs of these. And I'm sorry, it's 3 packs, it's 6 in a pack. So I got a bunch of these rhinestones that I'm going to place like literally all over the coat. And I have these cute little rhinestone safety pins that I thought would be a cute little touch to it. You can see that. I'll probably put them somewhere here. And I also got some silver glitter HTV heat transfer vinyl in a glitter. So I'm going to put my logo on the back. So I wanted to do this just to show you that, for one, you don't have to have a heat press machine to do this. I'm going to show you how to do it with a regular iron. And I believe you should have an iron, hopefully. And you can do this here yourself. You can do this to any of your old jackets that you may have that you want to revamp, bring it back to life. Or, you know, if you don't want to, call me. I'll do it for you. You know, I love doing stuff like this. So anything where I can be creative. If you don't know how to do it, ask me. I'll tell you, or I can do it for you. So let's get started. Here we go. All right, so let's get to ironing. So I printed off my logo. And I have my iron plugged up. I know you guys always want to know all the details. So the iron, it's a Rowenta ProMaster XL. I got it off of Amazon. I'll post a link along with all the other Amazon links so you'll know where to buy it. So right now, just going to iron my logo on the back of this jacket. Need to find the center. When I did turn the heat off, the steam, I turned the steam off. I don't need the steam, just need the heat. Oh, that's hot. So I'm just going to press this first. Okay. I'm going to find my center mark. Find my center mark on the jacket. Let's see. I'm going to go with this seam here, and it lines up perfectly with the square, so I'll eyeball it right there. Yeah, that looks good. have my cover here, and now we're just going to use the heat of the iron. I'm just going to press that down. Like normally with heat, I do have a heat press downstairs, but like I said, I want to show you that you don't have to have a heat press to do vinyl. But of course, you will need some type of Cricut or scissor program where you can do your cutting of the vinyl. Like I have a Cricut machine downstairs that I got from Joann Fabrics, or you can get them off Amazon or wherever your local craft store. It's a bunch of places that you can get it, but I do have a Cricut machine. If you don't have that, then you won't be able to do the logo, but you can still, of course, do this type of stuff. I am putting some pressure to it. All right, let's check this and see what it looks like. I always do a little tester before I go pulling off everywhere. Oh, it's on there. Perfect. Perfect. That is easy. That is the back of the jacket. My logo. So let's move on to putting on these rhinestones. Okay, we are back. So I did have to do this off camera because I wanted to see how it was going to work. I didn't want to drag y'all along with me trying to figure out the process. So I finally got it to work, where most of the rhinestones at first, like I would stick down the paper such, and then I would put this over it to just to make sure that the plastic wasn't going to melt on my iron and mess up the iron. So that didn't work. It wasn't enough heat and the rhinestones didn't stick. So I did try it and test it out to just iron it directly onto the plastic, and it works best. So now I can actually show you what I'm doing. So this was the one side that I did. You can see the glitter, the rhinestones. So I'm going to move on to the next side. Okay. So what we're going to do is going to take off this white backing here. So we just have the rhinestones on here. We're just going to place it. Place it on here. Press it down. And like I said, the plastic, it doesn't melt and it's not going to stick on your iron. And put some pressure to it as well. We'll do this for about maybe 45 seconds to a minute. It really is no set time, honestly. We'll just see how it goes. And we're just going to wing it at this point. Because, hey, that's what crafting is, right? We're just going to wing it and we're going to see what happens. I did notice once I got finished with the ironing portion of it, you have to let it cool completely and then pull the paper off. So I think before I was pulling it off prematurely and it wasn't the glue or whatever, the adhesive it didn't dry, and it because it was still hot. So best bet is to do this, let it dry, let it cool, and then peel it off. And while that's cooling, I'm going to do the next section. The next section up here. Now this one, I need to cut a little space off for this belt loop here. I'm going to peel this off. We're going to do the exact same thing as that. All right, so I think I finally got it. And if you can see, if your iron cannot be super hot. It well, right now I have it on cotton linen, which is the max, and maybe like turn it down just a tad bit. And I noticed when I did that, and I went to iron it, the plastic, it warped, and it didn't take a lot of time for the rhinestones and for the plastic to kind of work together. Like it was about to melt, but it's not melting actually. So please double check and make sure your setting is not too high. But if you see the plastic warping, then that's a good sign. That's a good sign. That means that it is working and your rhinestones will stick. So this time I got most of the rhinestones on there. Not too bad, but I can always go back and add more if I need to. All right, and now I'm going to get this little portion. Got some excess, so I'm just going to cut out a piece here for what I need. Peel off the back. Place it on, and we're gonna iron. Now remember, if you feel like your iron is too hot, you'll know because it will kind of instantly start melting. You'll know if your iron is too hot. Let's see. Yep. Got it. Perfect. So let me kind of show you what we got here. So this is the whole entire back that I just did. So from here, we're just going to keep going around. We're going to do the front parts, the sleeves, and depending on how big or how long your jacket is, this is going to take a minute. It's definitely going to take a minute. So make sure you pack your patience. And if you do make this, tag me in it, because I want to see your work too. You know, I want to see if this tutorial has helped you, or this is my first YouTube. Hold on. This is my first YouTube, okay? So please bear with me. I'm learning as I go. I don't know all the tricks and stuff, but I do know what I'm doing, kind of, sort of. But, you know, I would love to take you on the journey with me in my creativeness. And let's just rock it out. We'll see what happens. It's just craft, right? It's just crafts. We're having a good time. We're not bored. We're not depressed. We're not stressed. If you are, pick up a hobby. Pick up a hobby if you find yourself stressed and depressed and you feel like, what am I supposed to do? Try something new. So also, when you get to your sleeve and like the front portion of your jacket, just cut the shape out. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know, and use any extra to go to any little excess pieces just to fill it all in. You can always, you know, add more, but just cut the shape of the jacket how I did here. Like I did the collar, cut it here, and I cut around the armhole.